picture. Let's get into the good stuff.
Yeah, right.
All right, the thing that people want to hear. This place.
All right, so this is Revolver before the cage, before anything, when the booth was behind a bull bar from a truck.
Yep, and there you are with a former podcast guest, Mr. Musker.
Yep.
Who's doing something you can't do these days and just smashing a durry behind the decks.
Yeah, that was back in the days when you could smoke in Revolver and you used to walk out with this black sort of sludge on you that wasn't really a substance really known to man, but it was a combination of a few hundred people's sweat and cigarettes
tobacco
that turned into black sludge that you used.
Sometimes those couches...
It's almost like there's literal tar.
Yeah, you still get a bit of sludge off the couches sometimes when you come back.
I think that's reminiscent of back that's still hanging around from the smoking days. Yeah.
Just the aura of the... Yeah. So, okay, let's tell us about how you got your start at Revolver, because originally Boogs was pretty much the only man allowed to touch the decks.
Yeah,
so if he couldn't play, you were the backup.
Yeah, I filled in a few times for him when it was back on vinyl, and I was honoured to do that. And that was Boogs and I became. Anyone that knows me knows that almost my entire inspiration. Boogs made me a better person as a human being. He's not just the best DJ that I've ever seen, including all internationals, including every tour that I've ever seen. Any international, Boogs has got them in the bag.
Yep.
But as a human being, Boogs is probably one of the best human beings that I've ever met in my entire life. He's one of the most genuine people. He pays attention when you talk to him. And for somebody that is as close to a superstar that Melbourne's ever had.
Yep.
He's the most humble human being that I've ever met.
Which in this scene, it's a very hard thing to see.
Really, really, really rare. Yeah. And even to this day, he's as humble as I first met him. And for him, for me, not just to have, I still get starstruck when I speak to him, even though he's been one of my best friends for 15 years, 16 years. I still am starstruck by him because he's a magician. Yeah. But as a human being, he made me a better human being. He toned me down because I came from a background of moshing, and I came from a background of going out and drinking and getting in pub brawls and all that sort of stuff. And he just showed me that none of that really mattered. It was everything was about the music, and everything was about creating. Like what he and I discussed, and what I always call getting the plates moving. So if you go back to on vinyl and you've got the record plates moving, you can actually get a crowd, an entire room or an entire crowd at a festival swaying to the circle moment, the circle of the turntables. And that, if you get all sort of trippy and, all that sort of stuff, that's like the plates of the earth moving. Yeah,
the frequencies of the universe. They're all in sequence.
It's really sacred sort of stuff, Yeah.
And
there aren't many people, a lot of people DJ for, I hate to say it, like an ego-based reason to DJ, but I've never in my life met somebody that DJs more for the right reasons than Boogs. He's obsessed.
Is that just with trying to move people?
Well, trying to move people, but he's also obsessed with music. I swear he's part robot or part alien or something, because he's an absolute freak, a freak with any sort of musical instrument he touches, anything to do with production, anything to do, I'm just hanging for the first track he releases,
Yep.